This is a very exciting morning because, and I just realized this having started to prepare for next week's broadcasts, this is the final broadcast of our third time through the Torah. On Monday, we will begin learning Parshat Vayakhel Pekudei, which was the exact Torah portion with which we began our broadcasts 3 years ago. We've been going strong. This is broadcast 753 of our community. We missed one day. It was my grandmother's funeral in our learning together. And so, Siyum. It is a Siyum, a celebration of the completion of the Torah for the third time this coming Monday. And my wife and I have been talking about the Torah that is really calling to be celebrated and amplified and taught this coming Monday. I hope you don't miss it, and I hope that you might even bring a friend so that we can celebrate in true communal fashion. The reward for learning Torah is learning Torah, and so we get to share that with lots of good people. Let's learn some Torah today so we can really get ready for Shabbat, for Parashat Ki Tissa. We are entering into the special Shabbatot that lead into Pesach, so I hope you're not freaking out about getting ready for Passover, but let's learn Ki Tissa now. We've been looking at the Torah portion that tells the story of the golden calf. It also talks about the completion of God's conversation with Moshe the first time around on the mountain, where Moshe then is carrying the tablets inscribed by Etzba Elohim with the finger of God. Just imagine what it is to hold such a precious thing. I don't really know what it means, but it certainly carries with it intimacy with the divine, a touch of the ineffable, of the eternal. And through the connection with the eternal, Moshe joins sort of both the human community and the divine, a bridge, which is ultimately what we're called to do as people. Here we are, descendants of those ancestors who went wrong because they were so scared of not being able to see their future. This community, you and I, came together because of the very same thing. We weren't quite able to see what was next. We're never able to see what's next. But 3 years ago, we began this community because we had to be a bridge between the world we knew, when we could see each other and touch each other's shoulders, give hugs, explore the world, do good things together. We had to somehow build a bridge out of nothing, out of the zeros and ones of computer code, so that we could be a connection to what would be. But in order to do that, we had to find each other somehow. What a gift it has been for 3 years to find you every day, to know that we would have each other every day. The Israelites are so scared because they don't see Moshe, and that must have been terrifying. He was their anchor in the world. He was the one who would speak to God on their behalf. Now, you and I don't have an interbesser, an intervener between us and God. That's actually not how Judaism works. No one stands in the way of you having a relationship with your Creator, with the Creator. No one stands in between you and the world. We are here, each of us, as a bridge, and this intersecting bridge that we've called our Morning Torah community, what my wife calls the 9 o'clockers, that's us. What a gift it has been to be present for all of these years, knowing that we first turned to each other because we just couldn't see the way, but we could see each other. And I think that over the course of our learning, we have learned that seeing each other is the way. I want to give a special shout out to Diane Vickers. I hope Stan is there with you, because 1 year ago, which is only part of the experiences that we have all shared, 1 year ago, Diane and Stanley were at the Afia warehouse in Yonkers, New York, packing medical supplies so that rabbis, of which I was one, could travel to Poland, to the Ukrainian border, to deliver medical goods through the work of Afia, which is a grantee of UJA. And Diane, I have a picture that I shared on my Facebook profile just a moment ago of you and Stanley standing there holding this big orange bag. And we together, we all, and by we all I mean you, friends, all of you, we sustained each other and gave each other strength, and we will continue to give each other strength through a world where it is hard to see what's next. I don't blame the Israelites for their fear. How could I? I don't blame Aaron for the pressure he felt. How could I? I don't blame any of us in the Torah or any of us now for our limitations. We are what we are. We are who we are. We are when we are. But the gift of Torah is to see that we can connect with eternity, way beyond. Way beyond. The gift of seeing a world that has yet to be, and of course, holding some sadness about the world that has been lost. And that's true. It's true. To say anything other than that would be a lie. So friends, we have such power. And as a community of 9 o'clockers, we get to go into this Shabbat with whole hearts, knowing that even from the degradation of the sin of the golden calf, there is healing. And even, friends, from within a world that remains broken, the healing we are able to achieve is significant. We learn, we grow, we heal. And please God, on Monday, we share. On Monday, we will celebrate our 3rd Siyum of the Torah. Who could have ever imagined that we would do such great things together? And I hope that over the course of our learning together, you have felt inspired to share this beyond the 9 o'clock experience. Deborah, I honor the 6 o'clockers in California. Wow, is that commitment over these years. And wherever Catherine is, and whatever time it is in Australia, and wherever Masiak is, the time that it is in Poland, we have had, and Fabrice in France, we have had friends from across the world join us daily. If that isn't a reassurance that God's universe is all connected, I don't know what is. So a very early Mazel Tov, because Monday we'll really celebrate. But friends, what a gift. What a gift it is to see beyond what we can see. The Israelites were scared with good reason. We learn their story this Shabbat. We re-enter the narrative with compassion because we know what it is to only be able to see so far and to still have faith that we can build a future that our descendants will be able to see. We can be good ancestors together, friends. You're all the gift. It is 1 a.m. in Australia. Thank you, Catherine, for telling us. It is 3:15 in Poland. And if Fabrice is here, he'll tell us what time it is in France. Aaron, who was with us from Saudi Arabia for some time, can tell us there too. Friends, let's go into Shabbos as a united community from around the world. A peaceful Shabbat, as Ron just said. A peaceful Shabbat. Let's be good ancestors by letting in the joy of this Shabbos. Here we go. See you on Monday for our third Siyum of the Torah.